Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Death Stranding. I'm the Mysterious JG. See that guy right there? We shot a bunch of missiles at him. Um, I hope I don't come to regret it later, because you only get like three full shots from those multi-missile launchers. And I don't know if they replenish ammo. They don't seem to replenish ammo when you stay at the room like other weapons replenish ammo. But either way, like that last group of his, there's a lot of guys in it, and I just like, no, just from a distance, guided missiles took him out. It was fun. I might regret it later, but I certainly don't feel that now. Let's see what Clifford Unger has to say. You're gonna talk to me about who the hell you are? You really want to destroy the whole freaking world? I mean, I'm sorry about your kid, but damn, that's not gonna help. I mean, I guess let him see, BB. You were gonna take me to the moon or something, weren't you? Yeah, it seems like this might save the world, letting him have BB back.
Baby,
Yes?
we're getting out of here. I promise.
Were you looking for me this whole time?
Give me back my baby. Are you Clifford Unger?
Yeah, I told you that, I believe, 800 times.
Who are you? Are you the father?
A guy covered in blood. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise. I want to go with him. He's not going to make me detect monsters. He is a monster.
They told me your name was Sam Porter.
Who's they?
But you were Sam Bridges.
I thought it was Sam Porter
The
Bridges.
bridge to the future.
I'm confused what our main character's name is. I gotta tell you though, the whole motion capture acting thing, it's gotten a lot better. As weird as the dialogue is, this isn't something you could really do on like an NES.
You bring people together. You're that bridge to the future.
Yeah, I know, that's been the theme. They've been beating it to death a bit. Oh, you're gonna get... Oh, dog tags, okay.
Come on, Sam.
Now I can unlock secret weapons in Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm gonna use this to strangle you, son. He's got gray... Did he have gray hair before? He looks a lot older here. I guess he's had a pretty tiring afterlife. Constantly searching for his murder. I don't really know how this helps. Like, you're dead. BB's not. Are you taking BB to the afterlife now? Well, today is clearing. Friend's got a hug. Bring it in there. He's not weeping taco sauce. He looks like a regular guy. Okay, so he didn't take BB. Not for lack of us trying to give BB away.
Take BB and get out of this place.
Oh.
There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry.
It's a the twist is Die Hardman was actually good and tried to help him.
Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this.
Ah, so the twist is the guy that kept telling you was going to be evil isn't evil. Not that shocking, but
They catch you. Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the
I don't
path
get this thing
sent
where
us
they're
into the
keeping.
jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
I don't quite get why they keep doing this thing where when Die Hardman's face isn't covered by the mask, they make it all blurry so you can't see who he is. Because it's not like we're going to be. It's not like there's a character that we're going to be surprised. Oh, that's who Die Hardman is. So this whole. I remember many years ago in film school, in a screenwriting class, and this guy who I didn't mind him, but like my friend in the class just really got irritated by him. He kept saying that he didn't think things were subtle enough, and he would pronounce it subtle instead of subtle, and that drove my friend crazy. Um, but he was writing a script where the villain was like, we never saw his face, and he was wearing a mask, and like I asked during because it was a screenwriting class, we would ask each other questions about it, and I asked like, do we eventually see his face? And he said, yeah. And I said, and when we see it, is it someone that we recognize? And he says, no. And I said, so what was the point of the whole mask bit? And I'm having that same question now about like I was about to say AAA. It's a Kojima Productions game, but like this should be like the creme de la creme of storytelling. And they're doing this weird thing where they won't show you the face of the guy behind the mask, but yeah, I don't know. Never mind. It's not always the point of the mask. Sometimes it should generate a sense of mystery, but I don't think it's quite working with Die Hard Man. The Die Hard Man wasn't a son of a bitch evil guy. Die Hard Man was trying to help him. Anyway, Dead Man's our client. I don't get that. We took way too much damage for this, but so we only got an A. New interview data acquired. Locked in syndrome about the Dreamcatcher. Queepus. Blood loss from gunshot wounds. As blood levels reach zero, you will die. Blood levels may be restored by equipping a blood bag or eating cryptobiotes. Blood bags are essential in a firefight. Well, I hope I didn't use them all. Unless I just won the game, but it seems like we wouldn't have. I don't know, maybe we would get a score for the mission and then like 2.5 hours of ending scene if that was the end of the game. Who knows? If it's not over, I sure hope I got to keep some of the stuff I brought into that battle, because if not, I should have been using those rocket launchers much earlier. I want BB. But when I finally get BB, I don't take him. What's my deal anyway? Oh, we slept on the floor of our, Oh, never mind, that's the actual bed. So somebody got us in there. Do we actually get to meet William Lake now? Oh, baby. System error connection.
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell.
Supercell. I was about to make a "Are you okay, Piccolo" joke, which is just something for me and Bobo, and then he references Cell, and then I thought when he said I checked your logs, he'll be like, "Oh, you've been looking through my stool."
Cell. And emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
Oh,
How'd I
okay.
wind up here then?
Remember, Victor?
Well, where am I?
He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
Oh, I skipped the boat trip. I just appeared
I think Cliff
on
might
the other
be
side
his
of where the
father.
boat trip would have been anyway.
He said, "Give me back my BB."
Impossible. Cliff was born.
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made.
Or maybe he's just some weird ghost. I don't know, but connection's been lost.
Didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us.
It kind of felt like that when we kept getting
He
shot.
just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
Yeah. They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see.
That's a
Found it in
big
the
plot dump.
archives while I
Speaking
was
of
looking
logs.
around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
It says, not all of you will get paid tonight. You'll have to check the sheet. Sorry, everybody, the film is over. It's the director. So the house, so the kids are not coming back.
All right. This message is insurance. In case something happens to me.
Just think of this as the Yeti.
Bridges eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching.
Uh-huh.
I got a
Sam
little
Porter
present
Bridges?
from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way.
That's weird.
It's a trap. It has to be. But I've decided to play along.
BB's not happy.
You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face.
It also hides my nose. Oh, hey, now we get to see what he looks like. Okay, so what the hell? What has it all been about?
Emily's a blank slate too. No past, no record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing
I thought she was
about
our
ghosts,
sister.
I never met Emily in person. Have you?
But she was our
Ever seen her in
sister.
the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups.
Divided into two?
Emily was with the first. Mama and Hartman were with the second.
Okay.
They had no direct contact with her.
Yes. Amelie's group was wiped out in Edge North City.
Hey, no fair pausing and inserting your own commentary. You're going to make this ending take forever if you keep up that nonsense.
Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
Bullshit. She's real. We touched, all right? She and I both.
Well,
This is dumb. I mean... Sorry, give me a sec. Fine. You can do the whole Sixth Sense. We've never seen her talk to anybody. She never really existed. Nonsense. But, like, yeah, like... She wiped out her whole team who could have told us whether or not she existed. Well, how did that team get organized about traveling with her if she didn't exist?
well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on the beach.
What?
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Emily was born on the beach. There her ka remained, though her ha came to this world.
What about her Hame Hame?
Vision of body and soul forced her to spend
Hame.
most of her childhood in the hospital. But
What?
though her health was poor, her Doom's numbers were off the charts.
Oh, Dooms, are
Her
they going to explain
supernatural
that?
talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all.
How does that even
That's
work?
where she started spending all of her time. Now, if you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that.
So she's dead?
I swore an oath to the president and to America.
You're like Michael Flynn. I mean, which one did you swear an oath to? Because it's not the same thing.
As far as I was concerned, her word was law.
Okay, so you're Michael
She
Flynn.
said Emily was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her. I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out. Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children.
What?
You see? Doesn't add up, does it?
Anyway, I sure hope it's just you listening to this, Sam, and not like, Dead Man, because he doesn't have my permission to listen to this, is what I'm saying.
There's no way Emily could be Bridget's biological daughter.
Yeah, but furthermore, doesn't that mean we can't be her biological son either? Where the hell did we come from?
So where'd she come from?
And where'd we come from?
Is she even real? How can we be sure that Amelie is an extinction entity?
When we don't even know what an extinction entity actually is, it just seems to be something Higgs made up.
When we don't even know if Amelie is Amelie. Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit.
You know, I really think it might be. That would be the most sensible thing that this game could do. Suddenly tell you, oh, it was all bullshit.
But if it's not, if she's the cause of the Death Stranding, then I have to accept her invitation.
Invitation to hell.
I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood.
Don't know where he came from, by the way. And that's his mom, too, and she can't have children, so I don't really know what's going on there.
It connects my gun to her, to me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her.
Okay, now we know why he was trying to kill Amelie.
Last confession.
I don't know where you came from, Sam.
I'm just a man. No powers. Nothing special.
Don't even have
Don't
dooms,
have
whatever the fuck
dooms,
that
can't
is.
repatriate like Sam.
He did say dooms.
Don't know the first thing about dying. I never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell. Every single battlefield was hell. But no matter how terrible it got, I never died.
Not till just now.
Because all I ever did was run
He
to
was
death.
flatlining, Sam. Yeah, that's my stupid
Gotta
name.
go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
Figure out how you could be alive if your mom wasn't able to have children. Episode 12, Bridges. Is he Sam Porter Bridges or Sam Bridges? I guess
After
Porter's
he
his middle
recorded
name.
this, the director jumped to the beach.
For Beach
Rather,
Party
Amelie
at Beach
summoned
Blast.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Why is he still
She was
standing
too.
there?
She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner.
Well, spit it out before you get cut off. Damn it. I knew it. Not ready.
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Lakna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
I thought it was
All our hard
Lockney.
work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile.
Were you actually here, or no? You're also a
You should be
hologram.
resting.
I know.
I just look like shit because of the bad connection, Sam.
I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach.
How about
Didn't
Bash
take
at the
much
beach?
to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
While you were like
He said it was
shocking
because
his
of
nuts with
Amelie.
Electro, or
What?
She was their leader. The terrorist void outs, the whole extinction agenda. Amelie was behind it all.
could you have mentioned this sooner? Apparently, you've known for the past 4 videos.
Like hell she was.
I know you don't want to believe it, but it lines up with what Die Hard Man said.
Also, it explained why she was kind of rude to me that one time. You remember?
Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended up working with me. He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people.
He just wanted to be more
Then she
important.
shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control these. So Higgs decides to go with her.
Also,
And
dooms or
that's when she
something.
turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
Homo demons. That's
What
pretty
about
funny.
Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But Higgs said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity.
Uh-huh.
I looked inside his pod,
His
and
pod?
there was no BB in there.
Oh.
Take a good look at what was.
Some creepy
It's
looking
the
doll
same doll
thing.
Die Hard Man had.
Oh.
This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
How? It's a doll.
You know who else had dolls like this?
Clifford Unger.
Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields.
Yeah, no, I remember that much at least. I am trying to pay attention to follow this.
The director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really?
It's Emma Emmerich. She's behind all of this.
Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
All I can say is that the answers are on the beach. What she wants and why.
It's probably going to be
If
a
we
really
get to
long
the
cinema
bottom of
scene.
that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got
But
to
probably
find her,
not.
Sam.
Whoever she really is.
She's waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
I don't know. I'm kind of like it here. I might just hang out at this shelter for a while. Let me go sit down as the world returns to normal. I'm kind of interested in playing more, but I don't know. If I don't get out of this video now, I don't know when I will be able to. Oh, never mind, more plot.
The connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach.
Not my problem.
She
I
needs
mean,
cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City. So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area.
can't you
All the
just find them?
details are on the terminal upstairs. Please, Sam. This is critical.
The cargo you were carrying. Some of the cargo you were carrying before being transported to the battlefield has been placed in private lot at Lake Knot City. It's going to be accessed via the delivery terminal. Okay. I would think that they could get cryptobiotes over there in the nation's capital, but whatever. I mean, I get them all the time.
EX grenade number 0.
I'm surprised there's that little. Not that I ever use those, but... You got 3 pea grenades. 4 poop grenades, wow. Oh, you know what? That's true. We ate like a metric ton of cryptobiotes while doing battle with Clifford Unger. We can't customize our backpack? Why not? Seems like a weird thing to suddenly take away. Ooh. Bridge baby recovery system. Yeah, I'm getting tired of this game too. Well, I mean, I guess we could call it a little. We can get our shades on and be ready to go at the very beginning of the next video. There's certainly interviews we didn't read. We got some new emails. And we definitely want to save. Turn to Capital Knot City. Alright. The junk dealer. I'm going to get her back. That's really it? Hey, Sam. Still your own man? Still out there walking the lonely road? Oh, no. The lonely road. Ulysses! I've been a little lonely myself, to tell the truth. I know I did nothing but complain when she was here, but now that she's not, I can hardly think straight. Still, compared to how far Emily is from you, she's just around the corner, which is why I'm going to suck it up, say sorry, and beg her to take me back. Wish me luck, pal. I'm going to need it. Thanks for keeping me updated on the most important thing that's going on in this game. Uh, Locked-in syndrome. So it's been decided that Amelie will lead the expedition. In terms of talent and temperament, it was only ever going to be her or Sam Strand. But we don't know where Sam is, which makes the decision easy. Besides, there's no denying she's special. Amelie was born on the beach. Or rather, her physical body, her Ha, that was born in this world, while her spiritual essence, her Ka, was born on the beach. Medically speaking, they weren't sure what to call it. In the end, they settled on a diagnosis similar to what's known as locked-in syndrome, a condition where the subject is mentally present but physically unable to move their body, except for their eyes sometimes. The president was able to communicate with Amelie's soul on the beach, but her body remained as it was when she was born. But after a time, thanks mainly to the president's efforts, she began to show progress. Amelie's physical and spiritual selves gradually came together, and her body began to develop normally. It was right about that time they realized she was also a doom sufferer and began to ascertain her incredible abilities. She could transfer herself physically to her own beach. Guess it makes sense. That world is more real to her than this one. She may have overcome her initial struggles, but she still spent out most of her life on the other side, and over there, time stands still, which is why, even now, she looks like she's in her 20s. Is she supposed to be? Yeah, she's supposed to be older than you, I guess. Eventually, the president, yeah, she's supposed to be significantly older than you, now that I think about it, because they have visions of her looking that same age in your mind when you were a little kid. Eventually, the president came to feel that her daughter had been through enough. From that point onward, all communication with Amelie would be via hologram. Even during the expedition, she wouldn't be in direct contact with most of the team. It's not a bad plan, to be fair. It'll help keep her out of reach of terrorists for a start. That's a dream catcher. Quipu means not, something in another language. Yeah, it's more thematic stuff. Alright, I think this is about the right length for a video because all hell is going to break loose in the story when we step out, I'm thinking. So when we come back next time, we will be stepping out and we have to grab crypto buyouts and deliver them to the capital. Which isn't a particularly long trip, but somehow, I don't know. Seems like maybe we might run into some difficulty. I'm Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. As we gotta be getting close to the end of this game. Though is really the last thing that we're gonna do just deliver crypto buyouts to Fragile? It seems unlikely, but things have to be wrapping up soon. See you next time.